Hello friends, welcome to channel 11. Today I am going to do some example about how to do web.config transformation. So as per definition, a transfer a transform a transform file is an XML file that specifies how the web.config file should be changed when it is deployed. Transformation actions are specified by using XML attributes that are defined XML document transform namespace, which is mapped to HTTP prefix. The XML document transform namespace defines two attributes, locator and transform. The locator attribute specify the web.config element or the set of elements that you want to change in some way. The transform attribute specify what you want to do to that elements that locator attributes finds. So whole so how we need to transform web.config file as per the targets deployment, whether it is VAT, CTC or production. So there is one namespace, that is XML document transform namespace we have to use to do this task. So we have two attributes, one is locator and is transform. So locator specify the web.config element where exactly the attributes you want to transform. You need to give specific path for that, or name or xpath or kind or different names you have to specify in locator. And then transform is you are transforming from one value to another value. So this is explaining about the definition. So I will go to the here I have created one web application. Suppose if you want to any new file you want to configure, so we have configuration manager. So under this at present we have one configuration, that is debug. So if you want to go for environments, let's go for UAT now. And suppose if we want to copy from settings, we want to do any settings, you can select this one. So now I will go for empty one. So I have created the solution configuration file for UAT. So after that I need to go here, right click and check add config transformation. So whatever we have created earlier, all the configuration will get added here. So for the demo purpose I am removing remaining ones. So this is my UAT config at present. So this is my actual configurations web.config file. Suppose if I want to transfer these settings as per my UAT, so as I mentioned, I need to do transform this file based on my requirement. So these are my web.config settings. So if you see here, my customer is mode is off since I am in development, so I set off. Suppose if it is development, if it is other than development, if it is UAT or CTC product support environment or production environment, I have to set to on and with config with default error page. So this one I need to transfer. If you see here compilation also, I am setting batch true in my development environment and debug also true. So these two settings I need to change in production. Like this, if I go for my connection string, so I have two connection strings here. For demo purpose I have created two connection strings. So as per the environment I need to change my connection strings. So this is one place. So first just imagine in app settings you want to remove this key for production. So using transformation I can able to do that. So I will give all demonstration how to do. So yeah, let me at present my UAT file completely empty. So if you see here default settings, as I mentioned here, we have to inherit this namespace to do transformation. It's must. So XML NS namespace XTT, this is a prefix. So this is the schema file. XML document transformation, this is required. This is the default transfer file. So right now I'm going to remove this one completely. So for demo purpose already I have created one file, sample file. I will use that one here. So this is my UAT file. For demo purpose I have already time saving, for already I have added all my transform files. So I will go on by one, I will explain this. So in connection strings in my web.config, if you see here I have two connection strings, SQL connection 1 and 2. So this is my connection strings name, strings value. I have another connection string. I have given name as a SQL connection is true, provider name OLD old provider. So like will have SQL system.data.sql client and Oracle, that is the provider here, and the connection respective connection strings. This is my connection string. In UAT I wanted to give the different, since my UAT database is different, I need to configure as per my UAT settings. So here if you observe here I set the transform. Here what I am doing is transform on what basis, attribute basis. I will show you a demo how it is going to be. Like this I have one more connection string I am transforming based on name as well as provider. So it is conditional locator, conditional based. This is the matching, this is the conditional. So if you observe here in locator we can go for either matching or conditional base, we can transform. So here conditional, what I am saying is my name is, if it is my under the connection string, any attribute having the name is SQL connection string 2 and provider is old provider, and transform that value with this. So that's what I am, so indirectly I am saying replace with these new values, provider connection string with this, the provider name with this. So I hope you understand, and I will go and we'll see the preview how it is going to be. If you want to see your transform preview, right click on the respective file, we have the preview transform. So this is the original file, our web.config. This is the new file after the transformation. If you see here, it will show you as a green which places how it has got updated from your original file. So if you see here, my transformed web.config is going to be like this. And yeah, as per my settings, it got transformed to. So here I am saying data source is equal provider. If you go here, web.config, so I have given the, this is the connection string my UAT should be after transform. So data source is equal provider SQL server 1. If you see my web.config debug SQL server in my original web.config, my UAT web.config is prod SQL server. So I am saying based on the name it is going to identify and transform this information. We see preview, so it got transferred from debug SQL server to my UAT prod SQL server. So here in my web.config, it's my catalog is my db1, but my UAT is going to be different, so it got updated with that value. If you see my second connection string, so I have given conditions like based on name as well as providers. So since I have given provider name, given the conditions like, so go, it will check for the connection string 2 and provider name as old provider. With it is going to update with the new provider with this connection string information. Let me go and see preview. You see here, so it get updated. The provider name is new provider and connection string is provider SQL server 2 and catalog also got updated. Insert this. So this completely new. I want to insert explicitly for my UAT. In that case, I just give transform like transform insert with these values. So if I go and see the preview here, it's got added. You see the green, it's completely new. So this is the, for if you want to insert a new value, this is the way. So x ddt colon dot transform equal to insert. So it's going to insert this value. So that is related to connection string. Suppose if we want to remove any unwanted information from your original web.config to UAT, let's go for one of the example. In UAT, I have different kinds of app settings here. Suppose you want to delete this key whenever it's going to deploy it into the UAT environment. So for that, what we need to do is in app settings, so you have to specify transform remove. So it will automatically check this key from web.config. If it's found, it will get removed for UAT environment. So if you see here, so if you see app settings for my UAT, I don't have that key. It's automatically got deleted. So I'll go for another example here. Let's go for custom errors. By default in our web.config, custom errors are mode is off. So means if any error occur, we'll get the complete error details on the screen itself. But in UAT, we don't want that. We want to redirect to a specific error page. For that, what transform we can use is, so I have used xdt.transform replace. So whenever any tag having custom errors in web.config, it will automatically replace with this information. So I'm saying transform replace if it is custom errors. So let me go and see what is the custom errors. So in my web.config, I set mode off. When it comes to UAT, it's completely replaced with this information. Custom errors default redirect. So let's go for another example. Here I have seen compilation. So normally in production, we should disable the debug production mode. So for that, what transform I have given is transform of remove attribute debug. So for compilation, if you see here, the entire debug itself is going to be removed. If you see compilation, there is no debug attributes, it completely removed. Let's go for another this is the batch file. Same for compilation, there is a batch. So I wanted to set to false. So in my batch I set to true. So for when it's come to UAT, I want to set to false. How to do that? So here I have set my transform. Set attribute I am saying batch. Still batch equal false. I wanted to automatically transform my batch value to false for UAT. If you see here, so as I mentioned, in set attributes we can specify with more than one value. So if you want to set the value, you can go for comma and any available attributes you can set. So this is one of example for updating value, and this is for removing attributes, this is for replacing, this is for removing completely tag, this is for insert, this is for replace, as well as updating existing values. I think I am done my presentation. I have tried one thing but it does not work. This is the example. So there is I suppose I have the one connection string here called AWT. So if we go for here, I commented here, so name AWT. If you see here my locator XPath, so I am trying to fetch the values using XPath connection string name AWT and update with these values, but I have tried but it does not work. But I think but just I wanted to let you know, we have another option using XPath also. We can able to transform our web.config. So let me go and publish that. Let me go clear and everything. So I'm going to delete the existing file, and here also I'm going to be deleting my configurations. If you want to delete, you have edit here and remove. Then let me go and create new one. Creating, and you have to select the debug, otherwise it won't create. So this is also required, this check also required. And after that, right click on web.config, add configuration, transforms configurations. Let me delete old one. So my it should be empty here. Let me go and delete. So I will take backup and copy from my backup and paste it here. So this is my transformation as I explained previous. It should add new one, it should update these two values, and it should remove this one. Custom errors needs to add, remove debug, and that should be false. So let me go and clear my publish folder. So it is clear right now. Let me go and start publish again. This is I already have created published with TF profile, so I'll use same here. Publish started. So it got added all files. Let me go and check my web.config how it is going. If you observe here, so my connections get updated with prod SQL server 1 and 2, and there is a new connection added here as per my settings, new provider also, and the key has been removed. This is key, web page version. That key has been removed here, so my customer has got updated, and compilation batch set to false. If you observe here, my web.config, it should be true, so this version got removed, so my batch is true here. So if you see my new transform, my new web.config, it's set to false. So this way we can transform from web.config files based on environment. So whenever we submit, it automatically converts, and it automatically converts our web.config. So I hope you get some information. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you for watching my video. Please like it, share it and also subscribe my channel for more videos.